Welcome to Resealed Productions, where in this video we have our final update regarding trying to get a sealed copy from GameStop of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Gary here with Resealed Productions, and before we get started, I just want to take a second and say thank you for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, a lot to the family, a lot to this channel and this community. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have on the channel, including the two videos preceding this one here talking about our fights with GameStop to get a sealed copy of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And if you really like what you see here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification, and let me know down in the comments section what's your favorite Donkey Kong Country game of all time. I haven't actually played this yet. This is my Wii U version. As you can see here, I have the Wii U Pro controller here. I haven't even opened the seal on this one yet, and this is a sealed copy. So here's basically in a nutshell what's going on. If you haven't caught the first two videos, I will have them linked down below in the more info section. But kind of towards the beginning of this whole COVID-19 thing, they had a special on GameStop's website where I could get Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for 35 bucks. New in boxes, how it had it labeled on the website. Now when I went to go pick it up, because I used their delivery at doorstep or whatever it is that they call, my local GameStop here, good group of guys. Go in, shoot the breeze with them. I really like the crew that runs my local store. The guy that brought my game out though, I didn't recognize him. And when I opened up the bag when I got home, because I didn't think anything of it on, when I actually picked it up, the game had a pricing sticker up on this part of the case itself. It wasn't sealed, it just had a little plastic tab over this part of the spine to keep everything closed. That didn't fly with me. That is not a new copy of a game. So I called GameStop and I spent over 5 hours on the telephone trying to find out how can I get what I paid for. It's one thing if they would have had like a open display version price or something along those lines. This was being sold as new, and it wasn't. And one of the things that I explained to the person who eventually helped me out and get this copy is the fact that, say I get into hard times and I want to sell this. If I were to sell an open copy like they gave me on eBay and sell it as new, I would expect negative feedback from the buyer because, well, it's not new. It's a resealed. It may never have left the store, but that does not necessarily mean that it is new. So my local store has been closed since the day after I bought my game. They've since reopened in the past week or so. But I was able to work with the store that's about 45 minutes away from here in Decatur, Illinois. I bought this at the store in Champaign, Illinois, where I live. And I got a hold of the manager and I talked to her. Very, very nice, very helpful, very understanding. And that's the main thing I want to say here. I know that, and I'm going to be frank about this, GameStop gets shit on all the time. And sometimes they deserve it. The people that I have dealt with day in and day out at a store level, good people. They may have to follow some kind of crummy, things from up high that doesn't necessarily relate to the store level, but the people in the stores on the front lines, good people. So I talked to the manager at that store because I couldn't get a hold of anyone at the store here in Champaign. They were closed. And I explained the situation. And once I brought up the fact if I go to resell this as new, I can't. And I would expect negative feedback if I tried to. It's like the angel started singing. The fanfare was going off. The light right there, she could see it. She's like, I had never even thought of that. That's a great point. So what she ended up doing is she ordered a copy of this for me from the warehouse, and she gave me, the idea that it may take 2 to 3 weeks to receive. It was there in 4 days. So they went above and beyond to get me this. They swapped it out, no issues whatsoever. So what have I learned from this? Well, first and foremost, if I am going to order off the website and I do find that I've had an issue with what I have ordered or with my Wii U going into power save mode here, just talk to them. Don't be a jerk about it. Don't be a dink about it. Just talk talk to them, let them know, hey, this wasn't what I was expecting. Can we exchange it out for something else? And 9 times out of 10, I will guarantee you they will work with you. Again, if you're a jerk towards them, they have no reason to want to help you out. And that's one of the things through all 3, this is the 3rd video on this subject now, I've tried to be polite towards them, I've shown them respect, and I've also shown them understanding too. And in the greater scheme of things, this is not that big of an issue when we have people out there that are losing their jobs and things like that are otherwise negatively affected by COVID-19. Totally get it. Keep your perspective when you're going through something like this. Now, I haven't learned my lesson though, because in addition to ordering this, which is now my sealed copy, I was half tempted to open it on this video. It's like, no, I'm going to hold it until I'm actually going to play it. But I have also purchased another game from GameStop. This actually had to be shipped to me. This is the Resident Evil triple pack. It's sealed. So it goes to show you that what happened to me originally, probably a one-off issue. It was probably the last one that they had in store, and that's why they did that. GameStop, if anyone from there ever sees this, come out with a 3rd tier of games. You have new, that's like this and this, that are sealed still in the box. You have used, self-explanatory, and you would have opened. And for that, I would say do a 10 or 15% discount on an open game that may have had to have the game put on the shelf for display purposes. If it doesn't have the shrink wrap, if it has the price tag right on the casing, all of those things reduce the value of the game in the long run. I'm glad that I finally got my sealed copy of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I can't wait to play Resident Evil Triple Pack. Resident Evil 4 is probably my favorite out of the series. I didn't hate 5 as much, and I actually thought it was really good on the PS4 with the Move controller. It was a fun game. I've never played 6, so I am looking forward to getting back into these 3 and then again playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. But I want to know, have you ever had anything like this happen to you? How have you resolved it? Did you just kind of say, it is what it is, or did you make them give you a sealed copy that you paid for? Let me know down in the comments section. If you also have any other comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at rocksolidstudios. You can visit us over on our Facebook page at facebook.com/rocksolidproductions, and we are also on Instagram at instagram.com/rocksolidproductionsgk. Now, if you want to help support the channel so we can do things like get cool games, so we can do live streams and reviews and accessories and things like that, there's a couple different ways you can do that. First and foremost, head on over to our Teespring store on screen right now, where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more, all featuring the Rock Solid Productions logo on a variety of different retro style cartridges. You know, I should probably go ahead and make one that looks like a Switch cartridge. Let me know if that'd be something I'd be interested in down in the comments. I want to hear your feedback on that. You can also go ahead and head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get exclusive content, exclusive one-on-ones with me, early access to all of our video content, and a whole lot more. And if you're looking to stock up on cool new gear for your Wii U, accessories, controllers, parts for your Switch, head on over to castlemaniagames.com. You never have to worry about getting something used as new over at the Castle. And the cool thing too over there is he has a program called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards future purchases. And if you use promo code ROCKSOLID10, you can save 10% off of most items on the website. I'm glad that this finally got resolved. I do want to thank the manager at the Decatur, Illinois GameStop store for helping me out with this. The guys over at the Springfield, the store is actually on Prospect, not Springfield, in Champaign. Too many names. But those guys, no hard feelings. I kind of understand what happened. We'll have a good talk about this once they do open back up and we can go in and kind of talk about it. My name is Gary, and this has been Rock Solid Productions, and our conclusion to our story about getting an opened version of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze as new from our local GameStop. I thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon.